Welcome everyone. This is Iman, and I will be talking about passion and life purpose. So before we get started, I wanted you to take um, two things as a takeaway first before we get in depth into the topic. So the first one is that I'm not the first one to talk about passion and life purpose, and I will not be the last one, but it will be unique. It will be different because it's me who's talking about it, and it's who I am, and also my experience helped me to have a new perspective on the topic and define it on my own on my way. So your life purpose or your passion exists already in reality, but it will always be unique because it's yours, and it has your personality, and it has your lessons learned and your experience. The second one is that since it's gonna be my first video on YouTube, I choose to just say my name is Iman, and that's all actually you need to know, so we can stay neutral and really just take the wisdom you can take from this video. I'm human just like you. I'm no special than you, and all that is different is the experiences I went through in my life so far, and made me who I am, the person you see right now. So let's get started. So when I thought about, okay, let's write about, or let's make a video about this topic, I was like, wait, what do I know about it? What does Iman say about it? So I took a pen and paper and set to write my own definition and my own thoughts on the topic. So before we get further, I really want you to pause this video for a moment and take a pen and paper and write what you know about it. Do you think passion and life purpose are? Maybe where do you see yourself in this topic or perspective at the moment? What is your current passion? What is your life purpose? Do you think it's a short-term or long-term vision? Just write everything you know. So access your own wisdom first, then come back and you can continue the video. So when I did that, I was a little bit surprised about what I thought about it, because I was like, wait, if someone just meet me and ask me, I will just tell them, yeah, it's that service or that mission you come to do on Earth. But it doesn't start there. And when I did my research afterwards, I found that yes, we are missing this point. Most of people who talked about it defined it as the mission you're here to fulfill, and most people start to look and try to find their purpose. And thanks to Jay Shetty, who also changed my perspective in this point. So what did I write? I wrote that I believe we have three common things as a life purpose. And the first one is accessing our wisdom, connecting with our true self, and knowing ourselves. I think everyone is responsible and has the role of knowing who they are, so they can show up in their own authentic way. But it also comes with nurturing and developing and growing as a person. So it doesn't matter where you are and what age you have, what is your background. Start from this point, start from this step. And actually, I hope there will be young people watching me, so they can already start their journey correct. The second step is that we are all a force of love and kindness on this earth. We came to this world, we're connected, we all have a role to play in helping each other to grow and to evolve, and to actually play the role and the mission we came to fulfill. Then the third one is the one that is really common to everyone, and the one that everyone looks for, is that the service and value you are here to bring to this world. We are still actually having it in common. We all do. It's just very, very unique to every person, because, as I said again, it's the journey you go through, the experiences you are involved in, the lessons you learn are the ones who shape that purpose and shape that mission that you're here to play. So most what I actually really was a bit in awe when I listened to the podcast of Jay Shetty is that your purpose is not outside. It's not somewhere to find. It's not something to buy. It's not something people will give to you. It's here. It's really inside of you, and all you need to do is align with it. And when he said alignment, I was like, it really makes sense. You know, sometimes you know a way or a strategy, you do 1, 2, 3 and you get somewhere, but sometimes you actually do something, you get somewhere and you're like, how did I get here? So that is what happened with me when I listened to his podcast. I was like, I was doing that, but I didn't understand what I was doing. So when we say alignment with your purpose, it means that it's changing, it's evolving, and your role will be different depending on where you are, your environment, the time, the conditions. You still have ownership of it, so let's get that clear. You still create your reality, so you're still responsible to feel good where you are and to evolve from there. But sometimes life can put us in situations and we were like, okay, why am I here? I'm not supposed to be doing this. I have a purpose, I have a mission to fulfill. But in reality, it's life preparing you for your life purpose. So let me make it clear in this way. So for me, I always believed that I'm at the right place at the right time, though sometimes I resisted. At the end, I know it's like that. So let's say we start as children, we are in a family, we have parents and siblings, we are different, we need to interact with each other. So at the time, you're actually playing a role of supporting them, of listening and learning, and yeah, your personality is growing from there. Then you get to university, and then you think you're there just to study and learn something. And in reality, it is true. But what makes it challenging for people every time is that they can actually choose for something they don't like. They are studying something they don't like, and they get stuck in this idea that I'm here to study and I just need to move through it, get something, get a paper, get a degree, and go fulfill my mission. But the truth is that at that moment, you're actually fulfilling it as being a learner, and that's your role in society and on earth. But also, you're there to inspire other people. And I also found that I learned most about myself in university. And for me, it was like whenever we had to be honest, like if you ask me now, what did you study in marketing or finance, I have no idea. But what I remember is that whenever we had projects, people come to me, we sit in a group, and people say, Iman, you're the leader, please take care of the project, divide the tasks, evaluate the quality, make sure it's all coming together well, and then you deliver it to the teacher. The first year, the second year, the third year, the same thing. And I started to say, okay, well, why do people choose me every time? Of course, there were situations where I took initiative because I like to do that. But later it became really intuitive that people just say, Iman, you're gonna do this. So I learned that I am a leader. I have a vision. I can see the big picture. I can deliver things with quality. I'm there to support and inspire, and I'm also someone who brings people together. So that was the role I needed to fulfill. And then for me, I had a vision. I knew that my study will bring me somewhere I want, but I also met a lot of people who didn't know where they are going with what they are studying, and they didn't enjoy the experience, and they also most of the times become ignorant to the wisdom that they can take and the lessons they can learn from that experience. Then you go with life. Afterwards, and that was the time that I was resisting where I am. So we had a difficult family situation, and I needed to be there. So at first I went because I needed to be there to relieve, to recover from a burnout I was going through. But then once I went there, I found that this situation is different, and I need to be there. At first, I started to resist it. I'm not supposed to do this. I'm supposed to be there, fulfilling my mission. I don't know. My life has no meaning. But little period actually passed by, and I was like, well, remember, you are where you need to be at the exact time you need to be. So what can I do at this moment to fulfill the role I'm here to play? And to be honest, at the end, it's time that you're living, and you should enjoy it, even in difficult times. So I was like, okay, I'm there to help and support, so we could do that as a family, help each other, support each other to go through the situation. And to be honest, we didn't really talk about how to handle it or how can we grow through this situation. No, we didn't, but heart to heart, we were there for each other, and that's all that matters. And then I said, okay, I am here. I know that I have this role to fulfill. What can I do to nurture myself through the situation? I like reading, so I just bought a book on a Kobo books, and I just started to read every day a few pages. Some days not, sometimes just 2 pages, but I still felt that I'm flowing with life. That's what I want to say. The period passed by, and then when I reflected on it, I learned so much. I played the role that I needed to play, and it actually gave me another knowledge or experience or lessons that I could use actually to go further with my life. Or what I think my life should be, or my mission should be. So then I just came back, and I went with life. And reflecting on that, to be honest, I felt that it was most authentic, and I more and more become authentic, because when you know who you are and you start from there, it's usually you're starting from a place of love, a place of kindness towards yourself, and whatever you achieve and whatever destination you get to or place you reach, it's gonna be fulfilling. Why? Because you have evolved so much along the journey, and you learned so much that if you had set a specific road to get there, you will be missing quite a lot. But also because ego has no place there. Most of the times people set their purpose to become something, and they want to become that thing because they think it's going to give them recognition or money or status or acceptance, whatever. And usually you're craving it, so you're going from place of fear and place of missing something. When you get there and you hold it in your hand, it's not really fulfilling to you because you thought it's gonna be fulfilling. It's that thing that you need, and reality is it's not. And I have experienced that, so I'm talking from experience. So actually this is leading me to, how can I find or align with my purpose? And the first thing is know yourself, know your values. Take time to just observe the roles that you had played so far, the roles that you're playing right now. And remember, it is a journey. So this is something I always say in every video, because I think it's very important to know that you're flowing through life, that you're living life. It's not a one moment, it's not a destination, and it's not one thing I will achieve or one goal. So when I say observe yourself, I also want you to observe the kindness and the role of love and kindness you're offering during the day, because you really do, in everything, to yourself when you wake up, to your children, to your family, to your colleagues, to your clients, to your neighbors, let's not forget that, to your colleagues, classmates in university, at work, in your own business. Observe those, because they are reflecting to you your strengths, your power, your wisdom, and your light. And it helps you actually to shape or define actually what will be my purpose in the next 6 months, or 2 years, or 5 years. Or maybe I want really a big one, big purpose, then maybe I can set that for my future, but starting from now, starting from where we are. And in order to observe, it requires you to be present, be in the moment, and flow with life, flow with whatever you have right now. Just it's something I like actually to use is that, what if I chose every single detail of my current reality? If I had chosen it myself, how would I behave going further? What choices will I make going further? And what opportunities do I have actually to go further and achieve my mission or my purpose? The last one is think about ways that you can test or check if that purpose you're pursuing is aligned with your values and with who you are. Again, starting from a place of love, and knowing that whatever I'm going to pursue is for my growth and my nourishment, and becoming a better person, becoming more myself and authentic. And here I also want to say that sometimes it's not much about who I will be, but who am I becoming on this journey to that destination, or to that, I don't believe it's a destination, but whatever it is, the time that I'm spending from now till that moment, who am I becoming, and what can I learn, what can I develop in my personality to align with my vision. And as I said, if you want to choose a big one, that's fine. You can have a vision of, I don't know, becoming, let's say, becoming a doctor. Maybe, or let's say, for instance, I'll just take my own example. I wanted to become a coach, and I just knew what coaching is, and I knew what I can offer as a coach and what value I will bring. But I didn't really know the details of that role or mission I will be playing. So maybe take it to small steps. What areas can I actually check and test and see where I am fit to? So nutrition, life coaching, sport coaching, motivational coach. So all these things. And what happened with me is that I found myself actually learning from different areas, but I knew that some are not really my interest, and I don't want to go in depth in that area, so I just eliminated it. But what I came what I realized afterwards is that I do want to become a holistic coach at the moment. This is my current purpose, and in that my mission is actually to help everyone to see their life from the wider picture and balance it, enjoy it, and grow through every aspect of it. When you're pursuing your career, don't forget about your relationships. When you're working so hard to become financially free, don't forget your health. So that is actually my current life purpose or mission or role that I'm playing. And if you asked me actually 10 years ago, what I said is that I wanted to become a human resources manager, and I wanted to do that because I wanted to do talent development, that I can help people learn and grow. And I'm thankful that I had that idea, because it actually helped me learn some skills and capabilities and behaviors that got me through the journey to this point. And it's still evolving, it's still growing. I'm still playing the role of a sister, of a daughter, of a friend, of a colleague. I still work in a company, so I also help and support our clients. And I'm also a coach, helping other people to bring balance to their life. And I am here for the first time on YouTube to bring a message to a wider audience than I chose for. So that's what I wanted to share with you in general. And I just wanted to mention one more thing. I always choose to start from knowing yourself, because, as I said, it's a place of love. I know that sometimes you do things and then you reflect, but what happens in that retrospective process, usually it can be with guilt, it can have anger towards yourself. I should have done that, I could have done it differently, I should have done it this way, that way. And you go back to the past and you're impacted by it. But when I actually start from knowing myself, and I'm actually having this message for everyone, doesn't matter your age, your background, wherever you are and wherever you are in your life, a student, a husband, a wife, or a parent, or a CEO, it doesn't matter. You can always take that moment and start again if you need so. In this way, when I choose to start from knowing myself, I know that I'm going towards the future I create, towards the future I like, and I'm embracing actually the future with an open heart and an expanded perspective too. So I like to choose or to use this affirmation whenever I think of something and I want to do it. There is fear, including doing this video, but I said I really want to do something for the future me, not that I did mistakes in my previous videos, or I should have done it this way or that way. No, I choose to learn through love, and it starts from this moment, and it starts from accepting who you are and where you are, and just take it all in. If I had chosen this in detail, what can I do and what new choices can I make for my future? I hope it was beneficial for you, and thank you very much for listening, and have a good day.